No. Yeah, no, that was nice. That was real nice.
I wasn't planning on doing that.
I like
Just
that.
came out.
That was really good. Wow, that is the best jam ending we've had in 17 live streams at least.
the best last 4 notes.
Mama.
Hey everyone, Kris here.
And my name is Guillaume. Welcome to Thoman's Guitars and Basses. Welcome to today's live stream. We have some of our favorite people are there. My Logify was first. Tomann's Guitars and Basses was second. Who's monitoring? Oh, he's monitoring.
You cheeky.
We had Pooh in 9 minutes. Oh, 9 minutes before it was the normal time for us to be live. We're late once again. Guess why? Because we were filming before and we got sidetracked.
We enjoy those guitars too much, so yeah.
We have Steven, we have Matze, we have Thomas, we have... I can't read that alphabet, I'm sorry. We have Keltoy, we have...
That's so weird.
I do not want to assume whether I have a vague idea, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. What is live about this live stream?
Nothing. It's pre-recorded. We kind of knew what you are gonna be posting.
It's
like
the liveliness.
Your chat.
Sorry, I misunderstand the question. Hi from Barcelona, Marty. Frankie Boy is in the house. Poo Ninja, throw some thumbs up. Throw some. This is really difficult to say, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, good day. Oh, Benny's in the house as well. How are you guys doing? Benny, the next video is killer. I watched it like just before we filmed the last video. He sent me
Benny.
Our Benny.
I play every instrument way too good.
Exactly. Benny's videos come out on this Wednesday on Thomann Music. Go subscribe. Go check out his video. The one that's coming out on Wednesday is real good.
Benny is awesome.
Yeah. So hi. We have things to talk about today.
Yes.
And
multiple things.
Yeah.
Things happened. Music-related news, but also we're putting a very small thing into a very big thing, which refers to the Mustang Micro Mini Plus going into this way too big pedalboard. Of course, what else we're thinking about? And he's just laughing because he...
with thin line tally. Oh, that was delicious.
Oh, yes.
That was a good guitar.
Yeah. Was it a Mexico?
Yeah. That was one of the
like
new
player, or like
player
a
two.
Ventera, player two.
The new player 2 or yeah. Absolutely delicious.
We just randomly grabbed that guitar because we felt like, hey, it's a Fender Mustang thingy. Let's grab a Telly because you know why wouldn't you? Dude, that guitar was so good. I think there was a comment even on our video saying like, yeah, well, you're playing it with a Telly, so of course it's gonna sound great. I'm like,
I did not take that personally, but that guitar was really good. So yeah, we've done that, and we didn't do an extensive demo of the product. So we thought, hey, let's do a live stream. Let's do some weird things with it. Let's stack a bunch of pedals and fuzzers into it and see. There's a back thoughts
Oh yeah, yeah.
To this whole process as well is that we're going to be going to Guitar Summit in a few weeks, and we're looking at several solutions to be able to demo pedals, to demo guitars on the fly with something that's reliable, goes direct into interface, and
super
make it
small and sounds great.
Really easy for us to
carry around.
It could even be like a NAMM solution long term, because like Guitar Summit is fine, we can drive there, so we have virtually as much gear as we can carry.
Yeah, well,
sorry, as much gear as we can carry and are willing to carry. But things like NAMM, for example, that's a fairly practical little unit.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna try that out.
And also, I mean, this is a very specific case that we are, thinking about. But for any of us, you, me, him, anyone who wants to have like a very compact sort of B plan, like, I don't know, your amp goes out or your much more expensive whatever goes out, and you need something that saves the day, that you can plug directly into the guitar or into your pedal board and just keep it clean and do all the heavy lifting with the pedal board. You just want something that sounds really good as an amp substitute, really. That's what we're testing here, because of course the Mustang Micro Plus is amazing now with tuner and the screen, so you see what you're doing, which is amazing. But of course there are alternatives, and some of those are also really, really good. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is not just about this one, but it's new and we like that a lot. So we felt like, hey, let's do this. Let's plug it into the board and see how it does, how it feels, how it sounds like. You will have to tell us how it sounds like, because we just hear ourselves through this monitor. In the intro jam, I played this rig, and G played the traditional, the V40, I guess.
Which is all right.
Which is kind of good.
It'll do for today, I suppose.
And yeah, we'll play some more and give you some clean sounds and some of the pedals on the board, and you let us know how you like them, how natural and normal everything sounds, because these pedals, we overuse them. Most importantly, I usually overuse these pedals. Let us know if it all sounds cool or just almost. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We will know soon. Hello from Minneapolis, and hello to my favorite Thomann, Steve. Hi.
Pun intended.
Hope you're well, my dude. Why do you think Boss Go and the Micro Plus don't have a metronome built in? I think that the metronome is your drummer's responsibility. As a good rock star guitar player, you should never have to touch one.
Don't listen to anything that he says.
It's your drummer's problem.
Listen to him,
and your drummer needs
and then
to play clean
ignore it,
and let you fly. Your drummer needs to enable you to fly. Period. What's a metronome?
It's a good question, actually. The thing is that just a few years ago, none of these units had even a tuner built in. That is something that I kind of felt like, really? Like, that's the first thing that I want to have when I'm sitting on a train and just want to play a little with my headphones on, and I do not really, like, some just do not feel comfortable with ear tuning a guitar. Right. Tuner would be the first thing, the first add-on that I would put in any of these amp plug style micro amp sims. Yeah. So now they have. Now metronome is like, it's handy. It's of course very useful if you're practicing, but honestly, everyone has a cell phone. Everyone. Like if you do not want to have one, then you can just get a metronome. But other than that, you can get metronome apps for free and just have that going. Just see it, just look at it. You don't have to hear that in your ear necessarily. If it clicks in front of you, silent or loud, it's on the table in front of you. It's fine, I think. I mean, it would be nice, but that's not the first thing I would miss on.
We'll definitely send a request to Mr. Boss and Mr.
Fender.
But yeah, could you ask Mr. Benton to make a Harley Benton G212 Plus with a HP GPA 400?
A lot of letters and numbers.
A stereo power cab and not like stereo power cab and not an FR. So like a regular guitar cab with a power amp, basically. That's I mean, I dig that.
Like a solid state power amp with normal guitar speakers.
Normal guitar speakers and not hi-fi guitar speakers.
Okay.
Which I dig as a solution. However, I don't know if it's really worth. Like the problem with that whole setup is nothing keeps you from buying a power amp and a regular guitar cab. the thing when you start putting them together is that people are going to want to have V30s, people are going to want to have Greenback 75, people are going to want to have Jensens, people are going to want to...
Or they want the cab, but not that kind of power amp, they want something else.
They want a different power amp.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then immediately it becomes
tailored for very
specific player, while you can just buy, you know, the Harley Benton GPA, whatever, or like the Seymour Duncan power amp thing, put that into any 212 or 112 speaker, depending on your specific needs. I understand your request, and I think, yeah, that's a tailored situation, but I don't think that's the kind of thing.
That sounds like a DIY project to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like you know exactly which parts you're going to use for that. Just like get a hacksaw for Christmas and get into it, you know?
Yeah, good old jigsaw and just, yeah, well.
Guitar players are hard to please. Yeah, that feeds into that. Absolutely. It's, yeah.
And also, I totally get what you mean. Like, you narrow the audience a lot if you put a specific power amp into a specific cabinet with the speakers and everything, because of the speakers or the type of power amp or the size, the power of the power amp, etc. The problem is that as soon as you combine those two things, the only customer sort of circle or group of people who will even be interested in this, without even going into like them being picky about which components are built in, are the ones with like a multi-effect or like an amp modeler that want to disengage the IR part and just go straight into that, which is already just a certain percentage of all guitar players. And then everyone will want to have, you know, a V30, a Creamback, a Greenback, and this and that, and maybe a little too specific.
Poo Ninja is saying the Thunder 99 is a simple, fun little stereo power amp. It's one among others that can definitely feed that. Marty, who asked the original question, is saying that he uses they use the FX loop return of a Blackstar ID Core 100.
Nice, okay.
But there are 10-inch speakers and they're not great.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely understandable. Like then it starts being like, okay, you go with a pre into the effects loop of a Blackstar and you use the speaker out of the Blackstar to go in a separate cab. And your Blackstar is just a glorified power amp. But I think there's a lot of solutions that can help you there.
Yeah, I think a compact standalone power amp, maybe in a pedal format and something really small, and any nice 1 or 2x12 cab is the way to go. Because, I mean, you will have some sort of a multi-effector modeler anyhow in front of you. Putting something small right next to it and just put both of them on a board is not really a big sacrifice that you pay for not having to use something that doesn't sound the way you want it or doesn't have like unnecessary features such as a preamp and a speaker that you don't want to use. Just use that, like your multi-effect and the small power amp, and then go into a cab with a speaker cable. That's it. It's still fairly simple.
Absolutely. Keltoy, bouncing on the idea of power amps. We have things to talk about, but honestly, if you guys have questions and things you want to talk about, that's the most important part. So
yeah, totally.
I'm just going to keep bouncing off of their questions until we don't have questions anymore, and then we'll have to feed the conversation. Ourselves with our own ideas.
What? What?
Keltoy was saying, speaking of power amps, it would be really interesting to do a comparison between solid-state Class D power amps and Class AB like Seymour Duncan and the Pedal Baby by Orange or something along those lines.
We did a shootout. We didn't do any of that. Like, we did a video not very long ago, maybe a year or less, where we showed ways of amplifying your modeler.
Multi-effect,
right? Multi-effect modeler, whatever you know, camper, whatever it is really.
Exactly.
And we went through like the power amp of the Rev D20, so traditional tube power amp.
Yeah.
Then we went through I think we used the Seymour Duncan power.
Yeah, which is solid state.
Solid state power amp, exactly.
No, D? Is it a Class D? I'm not sure.
I think that's an AB. The Seymour Duncan?
Yeah, I thought it was. But
I think so.
If you go check out that video, like I think different ways to amplify your.
And then we went into an FR, like a full frequency, full range cab as well. and then just into wedge monitors, which is something that you would do on stage. So check out the video. It's
oh look, I'll look for that video later.
It's pretty cool, and you can actually hear the differences, and we also talk about how they feel. Like if you're used to amps and want to have that kind of vibe, if it comes close, if it's any different, you know, none of those is bad. Like you cannot make a mistake.
No,
it's up to you. Good. What feels right to spend your money on, and what kind of solution makes you feel most comfortable playing.
Like we were using that with the Quad Cortex, and we had like a solid patch with, I think it was a couple of Fender Princeton, clean, with an overdrive in front of them, and so like good preamp patch, and everything sounded good, but it sounded different.
And felt different. So yeah, depending on what you are, you know, looking for, you'll find something really cool.
Basil is saying Duncan is a Class D. I'll take your word on it.
Could be,
I'm honestly not
totally,
sure.
yeah.
Steve is asking what the best capo for under $600 is.
Best what?
Capo. Capo for under 600.
Capo.
You can definitely pay your nephew to just like stand there. I think that's a solid wage. If you need the capo for a short amount of time, just go like find your niece or nephew and pay them to just be there.
They need tough fingers, though.
Yeah, but that's how you build character and barcode fingers.
It's like tennis games, like the ball people. For just younglings want to become like, you know, and then first they have to do that for years, I guess. I don't know. Feels like that.
So for 600, that's about what I'd recommend. Otherwise, there's more on the website. You can check them out.
Yeah. You can ask also like someone making jewelry to, I don't know, pour pure gold, maybe. Like,
jeez, you sidetrack easy, don't you?
And that's gonna cost over 600.
I started with child labor. Why'd you go into like weird parallels like this? Oh my goodness, that guy is weird. Anyway,
business as usual. Oh yeah.
We had a Frankie Boy question, I think.
Oh,
let me check. Do the Harley Benton tellies have a swamp ash body, and are they as lightweight as the normal T-style? Jessica's Shelping telly is so beautiful. It do be beautiful, Frank E. Boy.
Frank E.
As far as I know, it's not swamp ash. It's just regular standard ash. Obviously,
is it ash though? Even I can't. Let me check. Maybe like anything else.
It's a good question.
But they're light.
That's a T62 SP. This one is extremely light. There is weight variations. I've had some butterscotch TE62s that were a little bit on the heavier side. Generally speaking, the 50s are heavier.
Because I think that was ash. Not swamp ash, but like unselected ash. And usually ash is pretty heavy. So that's why if you have like a really lightweight, not swamp ash, but normal ash guitar, that's weight selected. That's like, you know, my custom shop telly. Usually we'll have to pay more for those. The 50s ones, I think most of them are ash, and they are not very light. Like borderline heavy for a T-style.
Yeah.
Not like a Les Paul, but you know what I mean. And this is basswood. That's why it's lighter.
Yeah.
Which is a lightweight wood. I really like basswood guitars. You know, one can argue that it's not fancy enough or whatever. It's usually not very pretty. Like if it's a see-through finish, it's like greenish, a little green-brown. But with like a solid finish, come on.
It's swamp ass. No. You jokester.
What?
You jokester. We're talking about wood, not bums. What are you saying?
Yeah, well.
But so basswood sounds really great when it's in a great guitar. Like. Living on the edge. That's a good neck. It didn't even crack.
Nope, it didn't even.
Bass. I mean, it sounds great.
Whoa! Oh, hello.
Whoa! Somebody woke up over there.
Someone has his microphone active.
Anywho.
Yeah, the black boxes are doing things. Just saying.
It's the ghost of the studio.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, basswood, the only reason why I would understand if someone says like, no, I just don't want basswood is because it's a bit softer than, for example, ash or alder, which means that if you have screws mount stuff on it with screws, which is what we all do, you have to be a little more careful not to over tighten them because you can ruin the thread a little faster than on like ash or alder.
Oh, really? Oh, I had no idea.
But I mean, don't over tighten your screws. I guess that's the lesson learned.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. I would say so
but
myself.
Stability-wise and tone-wise and whatever, I know a lot of people say it doesn't matter at all in terms of tone. Whatever, it's great. It's doing good on so many guitars that are awesome. I had a Wolfgang that was so good. Like the EVH Wolfgang, the special back when they were made in Japan, basswood body, the sickest. Like I never had more compliments coming from sound engineers live than playing that guitar.
I'm pretty sure
like
you'll tell
everyone was like, dude, don't ever leave that guitar at home again. Like that was like a heavy, rock.
And what
band,
did you do with that guitar?
Moving on.
Sorry, I like to, the knife is in there already, so I'm just gonna give it a little shake.
Just turn it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, still hurts.
You sold
still
that
hurts.
one too? Ah, you regret it? Yes, you do.
Joachim was saying that his was poplar. Poplar is also an interesting wood. I think it's gonna gain a lot of traction because it is a lot more present around here, and it's not a bad wood to make guitars out of.
Poplar is really soft, especially the burly ones that look really cool. So that's why they usually use that as tops.
Yeah.
That's why you only have a veneer of that, which just looks really cool and very interesting and random. But like building a full guitar body out of it, maybe just stick to basswood.
Well, now I see the problem. The T62 in shell pink is just $150, which means many people want it. It's back in stock in 12 weeks. Yeah, this one travels quick.
Oops.
Yeah, you better. The ghosts are not happy today.
No.
It's the beginning of spook season. Summer officially ended today.
Rain.
So the ghosts are waking up again.
Yes, yeah. And also they want us to talk about the micro amp thing.
Yeah,
I guess.
Actually, they don't. They have a lot of questions.
No, not people. I mean the ghosts.
Oh, the ghosts.
Because we are good. We're having a conversation.
The ghost of Leo wants us to talk about the micro.
Okay, we're getting creepy and spooky.
No, okay, a couple more questions from the crowd.
I love this.
From all y'all.
Finally, actual questions and all.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
There was a question earlier about the JHS hard drive, and there was a new question from Phil asking if we're going to do a demo of the JHS hard drive sooner or later. A demo, I don't think so, because JHS are really good at making their own, and like we will play it. We'll play it.
We'll have it in studio for sure.
We'll have it around. Yeah. We do want to play it, so you'll hear it. I don't think it's going to be a full-blown demo. It's just going to be us playing whatever sound we enjoy from it. But that's what we like. Yeah, you'll hear it on the channel sooner or later. Absolutely, just like everything else, JHS. I said, well, we've been pretty good on the rotation, but. Yeah, JHS.
Yeah, we have the 3 series we had it on the board quite a bit, and the Morning Glory, etc. Yeah. We do have some beloved JHS pedals. Oh, that is
it's dead.
Doing sound.
It died.
No, it's back again.
It's fine. You guys let us know if it's a problem, if you can really hear it in the vocal mics, and we'll try to. We're actively trying to kill that box right now. Things are happening. Dangerous things.
Dangerous things.
Very dangerous things. Are you guys going to Guitar Summit? Yeah, we are. We'll be there on the Friday and Saturday. Say hi if you run into us. It's always a pleasure.
Most definitely. It was awesome. Last year that was the first year we went both and cruised the show together. Yep. And we had a couple of people coming up to us and saying hi and whatever. It was. It's amazing to finally connect faces to handles, to YouTube names.
YouTube
and
names.
Stuff. Yeah. Like if Frankie Boy said like, "Hey dude, I'm Frankie Boy. I would freak out and laugh and jump around and say like, dude,
wait,
nice
you're
to
a
meet
person?
Are you real? Or whoever else, if you ever.
The question
around.
was coming from Yeti Matze.
Nice. Oh, dude, if you're coming, say hi.
Remy was asking, did you try the new Sire guitars? I think so.
If the new is the ones that were at NAMM, then yes.
Yeah, we've played the. Check out our NAMM video of the Sire guitars. I think.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the ghost of.
I'm coming to Mannheim. Oh, Frankie Boy says it's coming. Hey, that's sick.
Seriously?
Hey, please do. We both follow you on Instagram as well, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm terrible.
Hey, but let us know. Let us know. We can definitely hang.
So we'll arrive, I think, Thursday evening in Mannheim, and Friday. The full Friday is gonna be our main show day, and we'll still be around on Saturday. But we have some appointments, so cannot really tell how long and at which hours we're gonna be around in the showroom. But we'll be there, so say hi. Whoever comes would be awesome.
Steve wanted to come but can't make it this year. But next year, yeah, 100%, same thing. Absolutely, let us know. My Logify was trying to be cool and say that it was silent. They didn't hear the crackling up until the last one. So like, now we do. I said, okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're just killing all the speakers one by one until we have no talk back whatsoever.
You know what's gonna be real creepy? When all of them are disconnected and still keeps on going.
Oh, like it pops out of the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Scary.
Them ghosts are
Scary.
mad.
All right, but yeah, I think we're progressively running out of questions. Let's talk about the things we wanted to talk about.
Let me play that thing first, because honestly, I literally just plugged G plugged the Mustang into the board.
It wasn't even charged. That's why it's charging right now.
A minute before we went live, and I was just, okay, just give me a preset that's kind of clean. Okay, there you go live. So I do not know what's up. I might just go around, or maybe you could search for a preset that's like full clean. I think we are there, but I don't know. I just, it was too hectic. So the whole pedal board is off right now. We're just going through the switcher, none of the pedals, and going straight into the Mustang. So that's the only thing that you hear now. Let's go through a couple of presets maybe.
I don't. Sure.
I think I'm at around 20 or 30, 37.
Yeah.
Do not ask me where it was.
No, but that was good. That was good playing. That was you adapted really well. This is a challenge. We played through a dozen very different sounds. Yeah, obviously those are the stock presets.
Yeah, exactly.
The one that Kris was playing on was slightly clean. I think for the first there we go. The video we made, I was playing that sound.
Yeah, which was the bluesier.
Like cleanish.
Something BB15, probably Blues Breakers lead.
Yeah.
Or solo.
Yeah. That was it.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Much more gain with the humbuckers, obviously. We used the telly in that video, and it was much more spanky and cleaner.
Yeah.
Normal.
And yeah, those are stock. You can obviously modify all of that. It can be used as an interface directly through the USB-C, but right now we're going through the mini jack out into your earballs.
Yeah. Into a DI box and then into the mixer so that you can hear it.
Yeah.
And also I wanna try the pedals before we forget about that.
We'll need to find the clean preset again. Frankie Boy is asking what the best day is for Guitar Summit: Friday, Saturday, or Sunday?
Dude.
Well, as someone who works there, I'd say Friday because everyone's still motivated. As someone coming to just hang out. Maybe Saturday because there's more masterclasses on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's just more action, more people on Saturday, obviously, because most people work on Friday.
Yeah, if you can take the day off on Friday, it's mostly going to be brands and like creators and whatnot being around and some
and
of
of course
artists.
Musicians who don't have like a day job, so they can't afford to just hang out there on Fridays.
So it's a little bit
more cozy.
It's a little bit cozier on Friday. Saturday is nice because most of the big master classes happen then, and there's the concert in the evening, and there's like a bunch of stuff around the convention. So either or. Sunday I've never been. I don't know. Yeah. I know Sunday on most other guitar shows is kind of like, oh, you made it. Nice.
Congratulations.
Well done. So, yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's a really, really good place to be. I know I shouldn't advertise it too much because it's going to be overfilled really fast because the room, that hole is just limited. And it's such a good place to be that every year more and more people attend. But I highly recommend trying it out.
It's so much fun.
Visiting, it's really, really nice.
Just another guitar player said, huge tone, maybe because you have 5 boutique pedals turned on. Turn them all off and let's hear it. They're all off. We're using we're using the gig rig to actually turn on. So you see the echo system shows that it's on, but it's in a loop.
So unless this lights up, it's not in the way. Wait. Sounds huge. That's why we're considering taking it with us, because it literally it doesn't just sound good for the size or the price tag or whatever. It just sounds and feels shockingly good.
Yeah.
So it might just be good enough for like a quick review of like whatever brand brings out a new pedal or new guitar or just something we want to test. We just plug this thing into the pedal's output or into the guitar's jack and just record that. How awesome and compact it is if it sounds good enough. And I mean, honestly,
I just put you back home on the Buckaroo, which was the sort of, is it Buckaroo at least?
I think it's called Buckaroo. Yeah.
Which was the cleanish preset that he was using first. I think if we do use it, we want to have like a preset made, sort of like
we have to customize one. Yeah.
You know,
something that's like dry, maybe one with just clean and then one with some reverb to have 2 options. Because right now this is, I think, with reverb. Yeah.
Pretty long.
This is clean, like a good bass for like pedals, but it has a nice and long whole reverb or something
like that.
So that's fine for now, but maybe on a review it don't always work. You want to turn on and off things, and I just play. I don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
This one is the twins. This is the King of Blues. This is the green one, which is brown, and the rest is clear. I think. No, this might be the Octahive or this one. I'm not sure which one. It's my board, which means that it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. But yeah, go for it.
Skymaster is saying, can you run stereo into it? Not that I know of.
Nope.
It's a mono.
It has one jack.
Yeah.
You need
but
two
sometimes
of those.
like could be like a TRS, and if you use a splitter cable, yeah, we could use 2 Mustang Micro.
Imagine that.
With like
your
a
stereo rig.
Wet dry already built in. One of them with like reverb and delay on one side, and bone dry on the other, with like a Vox and a Fender, a Vox and a Marshall.
Oh,
It could be a thing. There could be a thing, and you can like just run them like back to back like this.
Yeah. They're super flat, so actually, yeah.
Let's think about it. That's actually not a bad idea. All right, start playing, Buckaroo.
Yes, Buckaroo. I don't know about you, but
if it works with an octave fuzz,
yeah, that was the real test. Because like all those frequencies usually freak out amp simulations.
Yeah, and we're still like, I don't know. It was all good sounds,
and it's a factory preset. I mean, I would maybe test stuff and tweak it, like EQ and this and that. You can also tweak it on the fly. That there's an EQ plus and minus, and a modify.
If you can see that on the camera, like the side of it. So that's what I've been using to swap presets. That's the EQ plus minus, modify plus minus, and there's a tab for the
delay.
Delay that you can.
Live, is it?
Exactly. Most of us, no.
Okay, I'll start you off clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
It holds up, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I love a good tea, so I kind of even preferred your sounds. Geez.
Well, it was nice to hear that just the pickup difference was letting the overdrives breathe a little more.
Yeah,
because
do their
yours
thing.
get
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
gainy real fast, but you know, humbuckers into a preset where we have no idea about the amount of headroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice to see that the difference in pickups would give a little bit more of that airy.
Yeah, yeah, and the guitars still sound like the guitars should sound. Like this still sounded like, you know, a good old Les Paul. And you, even with both sides of the Toxic Twins on and the Cornerstone, the Antique, it was still like, okay, that's a nice T-style, you know, high gain tone. It's really cool because I usually...
The chops were...
choppy?
Sort of. I brought all the ones that I had at home, at least. That's what I did. Pooh said that it was very smooth.
Ooh.
Which is high praise. Thank you. No, it is like objectively nice, I think, and very surprising for the size of it, the processing power, the price of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
honestly, I was expecting this to cost a little too much more than the first one without the screen, because that was like around 100, and this is like 130-ish.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought like, ooh, if the price is right, this is gonna be like a proper upgrade. And
that's $30 for a tuner and a screen.
Yeah, well, in the app, I mean, come on, that is a big thing that you can tweak it to such an extent that it can actually be your custom, personalized, you know, full amp or B plan, like your backing,
absolutely,
you know, plan to save the day if your whatever else you're using dies on you, or you just cannot take it because it's literally 1 gig bag kind of situation.
Or no gig bag.
Or no gig bag.
No
it's
gig
just you and your guitar.
One of those
pulling behind on the floor.
Weird venues where they say, "Oh, no gig bag," for some reason. If you personally had a Boss Katana Go, would you say it's worth getting the Fender still? If the tuner makes
awesome too, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, absolutely. The tuner might make the difference for a lot of people.
Does
I think
not have. I think it has a tuner.
The Katana Go?
Doesn't you?
I'm not sure. I mean, we might be wrong. It's been a while since we've played the Katana Go. If the features haven't changed so much, I have a really good memory of the sounds in the Katana, which at the end of the day is what's important, right? You want to be inspired by whatever sound you've got going on. It's I don't know. It's difficult to say.
It's worth comparing them if you're really curious.
For sure, because this sounds
swapping,
great.
I don't know, man. It's up to your taste, really. It's not necessary to have 2 of these kind of things, unless you do love, I don't know, the cleaner sounds of the Fender and the higher gain sounds of the Boss, whatever. That would, of course, make sense, but it's not like, you know, one is so much better than the other. It's better for some and then worse for some others. It depends on your taste, really. What was it? Katana Go! Carrying pouch? Thomann, you have good recommendations, but that's not what I meant.
Carrying pouch.
I want the thing!
Cool product, but I read that it doesn't work with piezo acoustic pickups. Oh, wow. Which is a shame. The original version didn't either. Oh, that's a fun test, actually. I've never even considered using one of those with an electroacoustic, like a piezo-equipped guitar. That's true.
It is because usually, you know, the
impedance, like the
plug, if it's, you know, is it a stereo plug? I haven't even checked. But if it's a TRS or a stereo plug, then the ring can be sort of affecting an electroacoustic guitar's jack, because electroacoustic guitars power on when you plug in a cable, which means that there's going to be a connection between that ring and the sleeve, which on a standard guitar cable does not exist. It's just a longer sleeve and just the tip. That's why it's not an issue that those two get connected, and when that's shorted, that's where the electronic knows, I need to be in use now. I need to turn myself on. As soon as you unplug a cable, that's how it knows, okay, can rest now, don't, you know, waste the battery for when you don't need it. That causes some issues with wireless units as well, that do the same thing, that they can be charged.
Something like this.
Like the X-Vive and a couple of these things that charge when you plug them into something. They can be tricky, and they might need an adapter. And there are such adapters. I think you should definitely contact the customer care at Thomann and ask for like if there's a solution for that, because I know I don't know what exactly the solution is, but I know that this question came a lot. There was something, some kind of a workaround that's really simple. Probably just an adapter that allows you to use those tricky ones with your whatever, active bass or guitar or electroacoustic, like acoustic with a pickup. So yeah, contact them and ask them if there's something that they're aware about.
I learned something today.
Aware of. English.
Your English good. I learned
it's very good
stuff.
Yeah.
So overall, 10 out of 10. Let us know if you would rate this live stream 10 out of 10 in the comments. Frankie Boy said that the Katana Go has a tuner as well. In that case,
I remember that. Yeah. I think it's fairly similar also with the app and stuff.
Yeah, just kind of A/B them. Just A/B them on the sounds that matter to you. Like I know a lot of people will say like, okay, that kind of mostly when we talked about the Katana, like the high gain in the Katana is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if you bend more into that side of guitar playing, maybe that's a better solution. Maybe the cleans don't compare quite as much, or like, it's all personal preference, but I think it's worth comparing at least, because this sounds really well.
Yeah.
They're really good as well. I forgot half the words in that sentence. It's time to go home.
Yeah, I think so. Our brains just melted.
It's been a long day. We all had a lot to do.
Yeah, well, tell me about it.
Yeah. They are rating the live stream 10 out of 10.
No.
Yetzimatsu said 11.
What?
Hey, come on. Come on.
Now you really have to come to Summit. We got to give you a good old bro hug.
A brug.
Brug.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. You guys they keep going about the UX and UI of the sold me on Line 6. That's great too. That's
the unplug thingies. The Guitar
sound is key, but the UX and UI is what sold me on Line 6 products. 100%. Like that's a make or break. Like I know Line 6 I struggled with for the long time, and when I tried the head rush the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is so easy, this is so nice. And sometimes they'll make the.
It's not even the sounds and the features that make you decide on a certain brand.
Can you get to that sound?
It's just like, does it click with you immediately, or do you have enough experience with it or not?
Ampero.
Yeah.
The Ampero did that to me. Like first batch, first preset, like that was half the price of the other
whatever else,
units we were doing that day, like next to the Quad Cortex. And I was like, beep, 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 done. Oh,
and it sounds
and it
the
was
way
shocking.
I wanted. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There are some things that just click with you, and that's a big thing. That definitely makes me also want to buy something over anything else that's similar. Yeah. Totally.
So
nice.
There's no rule. We are all winners. Thank you so much for watching this live stream and for rating the live stream. 11 out of 10. Again, Frankie Boy, you're gonna get so many hugs.
Yes.
But thank you guys for watching. Hope you all had a good time. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like such shenanigans, please do subscribe. I'm not sure when the next stream will be, because as we said, there's some video shoots before Guitar Summit, so it might be that we're only live after Guitar Summit.
I think so. Yeah, which is going to be in October. Yeah.
So October.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Spook season.
Give me that back. Give me my gabba.
And
spook season.
So we'll see you when we see you. But if you subscribe, we'll see you sooner. Is the lesson.
Yes. Let me just figure out something to play. What you want to hear? Should we play something chilled, something bluesy, shuffly, rock? Don't give them the option. They always say complicated stuff. Please no funk. We're too dead inside to feel it. Something we overplayed a million times. I think he just decided for us all. You guys take it easy. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Or we need flat. No, actually E minor.